Hey YouTube, I'm Hava Schultz, and today I'm going to talk to you about making money on YouTube. When people find out I have a YouTube channel, often the first question they ask me is, do you make money? Although I'm not offended by this question, I do think it would be more polite to ask, what do you make videos about? Anyway, the reason people are starting off with this question is because making money on YouTube has gathered a lot of hype, and I think people are very curious about it. And the more that I've talked to people, I realize there's a lot of ignorance around this topic, and although I don't make money on YouTube and I don't know all the nitty-gritty details about it, I know enough basic level information to give you a little bit of insight on how all this works. And if you're considering YouTube as a money-making strategy, this video will reveal some information that'll probably make you think twice about it, but if you're still interested, also give you some strategies on how to get started. On YouTube, there are two primary ways of making money, and both have to do with advertisements. In the first way, YouTube pays you money directly. You know those videos that you see before, in the middle, or at the end of a video? Maybe you saw one before this video started. Well, whatever business you saw being advertised paid YouTube money to have that video shown. And some YouTubers are actually getting a cut of that money. Now you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers on your channel, and I know there are other numbers that matter too, like viewership and watch time, but this is where my knowledge starts to fray. So if you are interested in all the details about this should be a pretty easy topic to research. The second way of making money on YouTube is through brand sponsorships. This is when you hear a creator thank a company for sponsoring their video, and usually they use that brand's product in the video. And the money they're making here is an income stream straight from the business to the creator. There is not a specific numeric set of requirements the way YouTube says you have to have 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of viewership and watch time, but you do still need to have a significant following and viewership and watch time, because the reason that advertisers are spending money on advertisements is for them to be seen. So if no one is seeing your videos, then no one's going to see the advertisements. Therefore, they don't want to spend money there. It also works on the contrary, meaning the more eyes, the better. So people with larger statistics can naturally charge higher prices and make more money. And I've heard that depending on the various factors involved between the company and the creator, prices for a single video can be negotiated anywhere from $500 to $10,000 for a single video. And the upper end of this range just blows me away. To give you some perspective, in 2019, the median income in America was $47,000. That means if someone is making 10 grand on a single video, that is over 20% of a year's income for half of Americans. That is crazy. Now this sounds amazing, right? Well, I'm about to burst your bubble. It's hard, like really hard. Seriously, you don't even know how hard it is. Okay, let's talk about it. Why is it so hard? In order to answer this question, I've organized my thoughts into the 3 P's to succeed on YouTube. Building up a significant subscriber base is difficult. It's an exponential trend, meaning at first, the subscribers trickle in very, very slowly. Then, as your audience grows, you attract more subscribers and at a faster rate. So it takes patience to build this up. Sean Cannell creates a lot of videos on the YouTube channel Think Media, and he's also the co-author of a book called YouTube Secrets. If you don't feel like reading the book, I did make a video summarizing it. I'll link it up somewhere up here and again at the very end of the video, and I'll link up the Think Media YouTube channel down below. Back to Sean Cannell. Time and time again, he has said, YouTube is a marathon, not a sprint. And this is because of the patience it takes to succeed long-term on this platform. Now you can't just set up a blank YouTube channel and expect the subscribers to roll in over time. In order to attract a substantial subscriber base, you need to be making quality videos. There are 2 subcategories of quality. There's quality content and production quality. Quality content refers to what's actually happening in the video, and in most cases, this needs to educate or entertain. Production quality refers to the technical side of things, the camera quality, the audio, video editing. I'm gonna give you two examples. In the first example, you might be a comedian and you have a very old phone and you just prop it against a stack of books and hit record. But your jokes are so funny that people watch it anyway. On the other hand, you might be amazing at video editing and the technical stuff, but whatever is in your video is just flat out boring, so people turn it off. So if you have to prioritize quality content or production quality, absolutely focus on quality content first. But the sweet spot, of course, is doing both, because you want to make videos that people actually want to watch. The concepts are simple, but employing them is a whole nother ballgame. It takes time and practice to get good at these things. It's even a skill to perform well on camera, even for naturals. I sometimes do several takes before I get one I feel confident about. And to post videos on YouTube takes a certain level of self-assurance because you have to be prepared for people to criticize it, and they might not be constructive with their criticism, especially if you're gonna put you in the video, whether it's literally or just metaphorically. You've got to grow a thick skin so that you can handle the feedback. There is the option to turn comments off on your videos, although I personally am not a proponent because I'm hoping to grow a community here and I want people to be able to contribute and add to the information I'm sharing. As far as the technical side of video making goes, don't even get me started. I use a real camera and professional video editing software, and I still feel like there is so much that I need to learn to boost my production quality. And although I'm not gonna get too deep into most of the technical stuff, I can't bypass editing. Editing is highly technical and highly time consuming. And actually, last year, someone I know who is not into video editing but read a really interesting figure online shared it with me. She said that she read a 10-minute video that has some real editing done, not just 10 minutes of footage uploaded right after recording, has an average minimum of 6 hours of editing involved. And although I don't know the source of this information, that is definitely a realistic figure. I've even spent dozens and dozens of hours on a single video to make it just the way I wanted. So video editing is a big deal. And by the way, since technology is a big part of production quality, technical difficulties are a struggle that come up from time to time, and you can't freak out every time it happens. Don't get me wrong, I've definitely had a situation where I was panicked that I was losing days and days worth of work, but as time has gone on, I've learned to handle episodes of technical difficulty in stride and handle them more maturely. So, with all the challenges that come with creating videos, you must have persistence. So why would anyone want to do this? It takes forever and it's so much work. It probably seems like I've gotten way off track, but I've actually stayed right on target the whole time. In order to monetize on YouTube, you need a large number of subscribers, viewers, and watch time. In order to get that, you need the patience it takes over time for people to notice and subscribe to your channel, and persistence to rise to the challenges that come with creating high-quality videos people want to watch. But if it's so hard and takes so long, and by the way, for a lot of this time, you're not making any money at all, why would anyone want to do it? Because the third P to succeed on YouTube is passion. I don't create videos to get paid. In fact, I don't get paid. Of course, I am striving to work in a professional production environment and surely hope to make money on YouTube someday, but that's not why I create videos today. I create videos today because I enjoy it. I like performing in front of the camera. I like piecing things together in my editing software. I feel like I'm creating digital art. And although I can't speak from personal experience, from what I have heard from people online who do make money on YouTube, this is actually the mindset that leads to not only personal fulfillment, but also long-term financial success. This video is absolutely not meant to discourage you. That is, unless you only had interest in YouTube for making money, to which I would say comment below if you need money making ideas, because we can always do a video on that too. There are plenty of more lucrative and faster ways to make money in this world. If you're interested in making videos because it seems like fun, make them. Although a lot of people say there's too much content out there already and the market is saturated, I want you to keep in mind that people continue to enter saturated markets, both in video and in other industries and lines of work that are already very saturated, and then they go and achieve wild successes. Competition is not going to pull you down unless you let it. My advice is to tackle video production one bite at a time. Start with an idea and use whatever equipment you have. Seriously, a phone camera works, and go film something. And if that's all you can do to get started, great. If you stick with it over time, you'll learn everything you need to know. And if you don't continue, at least you tried something new. As of this recording, I've been at this for 2.5 years and I have 130 subscribers. Asking me how many subscribers I have is another question I tend to get when people find out I have a YouTube channel. And when I answer them, I've actually had some people chuckle under their breath or even laugh straight at my face. I find this to be incredibly rude and actually quite foolish, because how many subscribers did every popular YouTube channel start with? 0. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more information on how to succeed on YouTube, in the description below I've linked up both my video summarizing the book YouTube Secrets and the Think Media YouTube channel. If you yourself are an expert, or if you just have more to say on this topic or notice anything in here is outdated, because this can change over time, comment below so that anybody else coming to this video for information to succeed can learn from you too. And until next time, click here to watch another video, click here to subscribe, and see ya!